Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Young and restless Mishael Morgan drops two teeny bombs that all but confirm what we've suspected about Aristotle Dumas. Amanda's return has been a sorely needed shot in the arm, not only for Young and restless on the whole, but for the Aristotle Dumas storyline, which has been dragging despite the bit of mystery surrounding the reclusive figure. As we finally head toward the big reveal, Mishael Morgan has dropped a couple of mini-bombs, one which all but confirms what we've long suspected about Dumas. Amanda's comeback has already included some entertaining run-ins with characters she shares history with in Genoa City. Devon was left deliciously rattled by her surprise appearance at a meeting that included Lily and Nate. So thrown for a loop was the billionaire that he actually accused Amanda of being Aristotle. Amused, his ex clarified that she merely represents the mystery mogul, before going on to perplex the Winters gang even more by telling them how much Dumas admires them and promising he wasn't after their company. Following up on that, Amanda shared a tense encounter with her old pal, Billy, and his new girlfriend, Sally. Billy wasn't happy about being given the runaround by Dumas, and Sally was left with a less than favorable impression of the lawyer. Making her rounds, Amanda next met up with her Genoa City bestie, Phyllis, but surprised the beleaguered redhead by confronting her about her attempt to get in contact with her buttoned-up boss. Unknowingly adding to her old friend's downward spiral, Amanda straight-up informed Phyllis that Dumas was defo not interested in funding her pie-in-the-sky startup. Amanda is also set to cross paths with Abby, the woman who cheated with her man and then married him. While time may heal some wounds, we don't expect these two to make nice, which should mean some fun soapy scenes for us. But how long is Amanda staying, and who else might she interact with as the Dumas storyline plays out? In a recent chat with TV Watercooler, Morgan revealed that her alter ego just might end up at a fun event that would see Amanda interacting with too many of the cast to list. This has to be Nikki's upcoming birthday bash, which we presume will take place at the end of May. We can't help but think that Dumas finally revealing himself to all those in Genoa City desperate to get the deets on him will prove to be the biggest surprise of the night. Morgan also dropped another bomb when she confirmed that she has filmed scenes with Billy Flynn, the days of our lives turned young and restless actor we've long suspected has been tapped to play the elusive Aristotle. If our hunch is correct, these little mini-bombs mean Billy Flynn will debut at Nikki's party and be revealed as Dumas. As for Aristotle Dumas' true identity, we think we have that figured out too. Find out here. If you'd like to see the entire interview with Mishael Morgan, you can view it below. It only took two carefully worded answers, barely more than a wink and a smile, for Mishael Morgan to light a match and toss it into the powder keg that is the young and the restless latest mystery. In a blink-and-you'll-miss-it moment during a recent interview, the daytime Emmy-winning actress dropped not one, but two tiny truth bombs that have fans furiously rewinding, rewatching, and rethinking everything we thought we knew about the enigmatic Aristotle Dumas. Yes, that Aristotle Dumas, the charming, slick, and maddeningly unreadable newcomer whose ties to Amanda Sinclair, Morgan's character, have been shrouded in half-truths, red herrings, and vague backstory. But now, the breadcrumbs are piling up, and if Mishael's tea spilling is any indication, we're closer than ever to uncovering who he really is, what he really wants, and why Amanda might be the key to it all. Let's dive into the quotes, decode the subtext, and map out what it means for the future of Genoa City and Amanda's long-buried past. The interview that changed everything. It was supposed to be a breezy sit-down, promoting her return to the young and the restless and her recent charity work. Mishael Morgan appeared relaxed and radiant in a virtual Q&A with Soap Scoop. But when the conversation inevitably turned to Amanda's tangled history with Aristotle, the temperature subtly shifted. Asked what excites her most about Amanda's current arc, Mishael replied, "It's fun to play a character who thinks she has closure until she realizes she never really had the full story." Bomb number 1. There it was, a tiny but seismic confirmation that Amanda's chapter with Aristotle isn't just a minor footnote. It's foundational. And it's not over. Then, a few minutes later, the host gently nudged. Is there any chance Aristotle might be connected to Amanda's family in a deeper way than we realize? Morgan's response? Smiling. I'll just say it's not always about blood. Sometimes it's about secrets. And survival. Bomb number 2. Cue the sirens. Because in soap speak, that's basically a neon arrow pointing toward. Yes, and it's gonna blow your mind. Who is Aristotle Dumas, really? Ever since he waltzed into Genoa City with his impeccable suits, silver tongue, and vague ties to international law, Aristotle Dumas has been a cipher. He's made subtle plays in both the business and legal arenas, offering Amanda consulting gigs, making cryptic remarks about the Sinclair legacy, and dropping hints about having a history with powerful people both in and out of the States. But most notably, he's been very interested in Chancellor Winters, Devon Hamilton, and Lily Winters. That in itself raises red flags. Theory number 1. Aristotle is Amanda's half-brother. This one's been gaining traction for months. And thanks to Mishael's not always about blood but maybe quote, it just got a massive boost. Amanda, as longtime fans know, discovered late in life that she was the long-lost twin sister of Hillary Curtis. Both were born to Nia Benedict, a wealthy political heiress who gave them up under deeply painful circumstances. The family's secrets, lies, and cover-ups have been Amanda's burden, and Dumas may be one more skeleton in the closet. Why it fits. Aristotle is roughly the right age to be Amanda's older half-sibling. His obsession with legacies and inheritance strongly mirrors Nia's values. His presence in Genoa City conveniently coincides with Amanda's return, suggesting he was waiting for her. The twist. If Aristotle is Amanda's brother, then his interest in Chancellor Winters might not be business. It might be personal, a play for control, a revenge plot, or even a desperate attempt to forge a family bond through power. Theory number 2. Aristotle is working for Tucker McCall. Now here's where things get messy. Tucker has never made a move without an agenda. Though he's currently on the ropes, we know better than to believe he's out of the game. A smart player hires smarter proxies, and Aristotle fits the mold. What we've seen. Dumas inserted himself in business discussions just as Tucker's grip on Audra Charles and Kyle Abbott began to loosen. Amanda's sudden reappearance could be Tucker's way of destabilizing Devon. Aristotle could be exploiting Amanda's unresolved emotional ties to her family and Devon to create leverage, using the past as a wedge to affect the present. Mishael's cryptic comment about secrets and survival suddenly takes on new meaning. What if Aristotle is blackmailing Amanda with something she thought was buried? Theory number 3. Aristotle is a grieving lover of Hillary. Now, this one's a stretch, but it's got traction in fan circles. What if Aristotle's connection to Amanda isn't familial or business-related at all, but emotional? Specifically, what if Aristotle was secretly involved with Hillary Curtis, Amanda's late twin, before her tragic death? It would explain his fixation with Amanda as a mirror image of the woman he lost, his cryptic respect for Devon and hatred of his choices. Why Amanda appears conflicted, but not terrified of him. He represents pain, not danger. Mishael's bombshell about thinking you have closure, but not having the full story, would hit differently in this context. Amanda might think she knows what Hillary's final years were like, but Aristotle could have been a missing piece all along. How this impacts Amanda's future. No matter which theory turns out to be true, one thing is clear. Amanda is headed for a reckoning. If Aristotle's secret shatters her sense of identity again, we could see Amanda spiral or rise, stronger than ever. The character has long struggled with feelings of abandonment and secondhand belonging. But now, she might be forced to redefine who she is, again, from the ashes of this revelation. Mishael Morgan's return already promised emotional fireworks. But now we know the fuse is lit. Amanda and Devin. Revisited? Fans haven't stopped shipping Amanda and Devin, even after their breakup. But Devin's been cozy with Abby, and Amanda left town to find herself. Still, with Amanda back and Aristotle hovering like a dark cloud, we can't help but wonder, will this shared history and shared danger draw Amanda and Devin back together? Mishael, when asked about possible romantic developments, simply said, "Amanda's heart is still healing. But sometimes the past is the only place you can find the truth." Cryptic? Yes. But suggestive? Absolutely. What's next for Dumas? Sources close to the show hint that Aristotle Dumas is about to become a lot more visible in the coming weeks. That means more scenes, more conflicts, and likely, at least one explosive reveal by the end of May sweeps. Some insider scoops. A mystery will emerge involving Amanda's time in foster care, and Aristotle's name might appear on an old case file. Victor Newman is rumored to take interest in Dumas, suggesting corporate entanglements that go beyond Chancellor Winters. And Amanda? She may be offered a deal too good to be true by Aristotle himself. Whether it's a bribe, a threat, or a plea, that remains to be seen. The bigger picture. Why this story matters. Aristotle Dumas isn't just a plot device. He's the spark that's reigniting Amanda's central role in the canvas and giving the young and the restless something it's needed for a while, a slow-burning psychological mystery rooted in character history, family trauma, and power dynamics. Soap operas thrive when they dig deep into who people are, and this story does just that. Mishael Morgan's subtle, sophisticated portrayal of Amanda, poised on the surface, but vulnerable just beneath, gives this plot gravitas. And her two teeny bombs? They've given fans everything to theorize about. Final thoughts. Teeny bombs, major fallout. If you blinked during the interview, you might have missed them. But if you were listening closely, you know Mishael Morgan didn't just tease. She confirmed, Amanda's story is far from over. Aristotle Dumas is more than he appears. And the truths we're about to uncover could change everything for Amanda, for Devin, and for the entire Chancellor Winters empire. So buckle up. The next few weeks in Genoa City aren't just going to be dramatic. They're going to be foundational. As Aristotle himself once said to Amanda, with just the hint of menace, "You think you know your past, but the past, it knows you." Would you like a sidebar with Amanda's life and secrets, a timeline of every bombshell, or a teaser companion piece on Devin and Abby's relationship facing new pressure?